Welcome to EdScoop TV. I'm Wyatt Kash, and we're here at the SETDA Leadership Summit. And joining us this morning is Sarah Young. Sarah's the coordinator for digital teaching and learning for the Utah State Board of Education. Sarah, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Wyatt. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. I know you're working on a lot of initiatives, but highlight one or two that you and your team are working on over this past year that you're particularly excited about.
Yeah, so we have launched the Digital Teaching and Learning Qualified Grant Program. It's an opportunity for our districts as well as our charter schools to create comprehensive digital teaching and learning plans, submit them to the state with their own personalized goal set, which is very different for a state initiative, and then use funding over the course of 3 years to actually move the needle in regards to a specific target for a student outcome.
Wow, sounds very bold and impressive. Tell me a little what you either are seeing in the way of an initial impact or you expect that impact to be on districts, and maybe what other states or districts could learn from what you're doing.
Definitely. So, I think that the impact that we are seeing originally is just the genesis of conversation, engaging with different stakeholders. We've been fortunate. We have a really robust ed tech community, and sometimes that ed tech community has been doing really innovative things, but it hasn't been involving all the leadership. So these plans require you to have engagement with your school board, your superintendent, your teachers, even students in terms of getting input about what needs to be happening in the classroom. And I think that's what we're most excited about and would say is a lesson learned for other states, is really giving multiple stakeholders an opportunity to speak to what's our vision for digital teaching and learning.
Well, looking ahead to the upcoming year or beyond, what are some of your other top priorities?
I think the first one is to start matching resources with need, and that's part of our job in the state office, is to work with our policymakers to be able to help highlight the needs that are happening in our schools. There are a lot of needs in regards to resources, and not just the ones I think that we often think about where we're thinking they need a device or, we're working on some of the infrastructure pieces. We're seeing needs even in regards to personnel, professional learning for teachers, adaptive software applications. There's a lot of different components out there, and we really want to make sure we're supporting our LEAs with a comprehensive set of resources to meet those challenges.
I'm sure you're not alone in trying to do that matchup. Lastly, as you look at the broader ed tech trends out there, what are the ones that you're paying particular attention to that you believe will have a significant impact on districts and students across Utah?
Definitely. There's two. So the first one I have to highlight is computer science. Bringing computer science to all of our schools is just a key priority. And I don't think it's just in Utah. It's definitely happening across the nation. We see different leaders and organizations stepping out on that. It is new, and it is something that we don't necessarily have a teacher population who is ready and able to be able to provide those classes. So that's our job as leaders, is to be able to support those teachers in getting training so that we can have that opportunity for our kids. The second one is definitely open education resources. I think that our OERs provide a unique opportunity for our teachers and our local districts to be able to customize their content in a way that we haven't seen before. And it's something that is exciting and definitely creates a lot more emphasis on the role of the teacher in regards to being the best knowledge source for those kids in regards to creating resources to meet those needs.
And just a quick follow-up question back to computer science. Do you envision that computer science will get a formal place in the curriculum in Utah schools?
So it does have a place in the curriculum currently in Utah schools. It's with our Career and Technical Education Department. What we're seeing right now is that our goal is we want that class and suite of classes to be available in every single high school. And then from that, also having exposure and touch points for computer science in the middle schools and the elementary elementary schools. So that's really our goal in regards to making it accessible. The class exists, we just want to see it accessible to our kids.
And do you envision a day when it'll become a requirement like math and science?
You know, we actually already allow computer science to count as a science requirement in the state of Utah. So it's already there in regards to meeting your graduation requirement. It's an option on the table, just like biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science. And so I think it's those steps forward that help our schools and our counselors be able to encourage kids to go that direction.
Well, that's exciting. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for stopping by, sharing some of the things you're doing in Utah and some of the initiatives that you're undertaking there.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Look for more of our coverage at edscoop.com. I'm Wyatt Kash. Thanks for watching.